Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to go over a bunch of information I got from Twitter. I kind of get you guys squared up before this commodity bull market, give you guys different opinions of a whole bunch of different people and what their opinions are of what's coming in the commodity bull market and some of their quotes, sayings, some of their things that they're looking for. So let's dive in. Let's get this thing rolling. So it says, this is from Scott. Scott Melbay is the executive vice president of Uranium Energy Corp. He's also on the CEO of Uranium Royalty. It's a premium is going to be placed on strategically geopolitically stable uranium production. And that really favors North America, US, and Canadian mines. You could say North America encapsulates US and Canadian mines. But yeah, we've got a man called Giddy, Pound Saskatchewan, Camco's CEO, is a global nuclear power player. I don't know whether Canadians fully understand how important those uranium resources in northern Saskatchewan are. Yeah, so I was kind of tying these two together and how important some of these uranium mines where they're located. And if we start to move away from Russian uranium, they're going to play a huge role and they're probably going to get a huge premium. So a couple of the companies that I'm looking at and that I've invested in is basically based off that. And obviously, I'll throw my plug in here. Join the website Platinum membership to see what companies those are. Looking at the commodity index to S&P 500 ratio, that's this guy here. We're still in very low territory. This thing hasn't really moved up a whole bunch. It has moved up, and we felt this like I'm sure a lot of people have noticed multi 100% gains in their portfolio, and we still haven't really taken the big lion's share of this moving up against stocks. I do think stocks will go down at the same time that commodities go up. So I don't think it's all going to be a move higher solely based off of stocks staying where they're at and commodities making up the entire difference. I think that stocks will go down and that commodities will go up. It will be a true rotation of money. Looking at the natural gas roadmap here, that I grabbed this off of Twitter. This is North Star Bad Charts. We've got this nice rounding bottom, and I do think that we're going to go far higher for natural gas in the United States, with the rest of the world pulling natural gas higher. This is one of my largest investments, oil and natural gas. I have a lot of my portfolio allocation allocated to energy, just energy in general. So I do think natural gas looks to be one of the best commodities tied with uranium coming up here very shortly for an outperformance. And I've got a lot of good companies to play this, lots of highly leveraged companies that I share on the Finding Value website. Fossil fuels, no thanks. I found this kind of interesting. It said the share of adults that say it is important to them that their country shifts away from fossil fuels. 93% in South Africa, they really care about that. I mean, what I care about is that I can heat my house for a reasonable amount, and I don't think there's other technology out there that can do it cheaper than natural gas at this time. I couldn't imagine trying to heat the house with electricity or something different, but I guess this is what people think. The silver, this is the premium paid to spot for a 1 ounce American Eagle at the end of the month. Huge premium spike. It did a little bit of a retest move. There's your top there, and then we just took off. And the premiums continue to get, well, higher. And we go to the top here. We've got Doomberg. Says pipe shortage. I don't know what spreadsheet gurus need to hear this right now, but pipe is roughly 18 to 24 months out. That's crazy. And I was talking with some other people about the value of having whatever that assembly, whatever that part, whatever it is, that we're going to see whatever has sunk energy and mineral costs, that they're going to become infinitely valuable because we're going to see larger and larger lead times, longer lead times for whatever things we want to get. And I'm seeing really long lead times at my work for all sorts of stuff, for paint, for chemicals, for other things. Like I 2, 3, 4 years out, I don't know how anyone's going to make anything that's a complex assembly because you're going to be short something somewhere. I think the value will be in the stuff that's already been produced. It says, this is from Grady, inflation is normally a sign of increasing demand and a reasonably healthy economy. The inflation we are getting now is not. It is grounded in debt and currency debasement war. Hard assets is the way to go. Do not miss this commodity bull, as it will literally save your life. Here's Grady. Just focusing on stocks that have dropped the most is very seldom a road to riches. Focus instead first on which sectors are the strongest, plus has emerging uptrending moves starting. Then buy great companies in those sectors. This hugely increases your odds of great results. I totally agree. And that's exactly what we do on this channel and on the website is we identify bottoming patterns where the entire sector is starting to move. We buy maybe a laggard or two, and we buy into strength. It's exactly the same as what he just said. When it comes to the charts, we do not want any silver squeeze, uranium squeeze, etc. This early in the commodities bull market, enormous moves this early will probably make the bull go less high. And the miners benefit much more from a steady metals climb than early huge moves. Makes sense. The present glorious precious metals bull market will be the greatest opportunity in our lifetime to get out of the rat race. Make huge lifestyle sacrifices coming years and reap the rewards later. Max your wage, really minimize every consumption expense, skip car, etc. And he means to invest in precious metals and commodities. It says money's flocking to Canadian energy. Many names up 400+%. Not sure if it's flowing from tech or not, but definitely a sector rotation into Canadian energy. And I agree with that for sure. Moving over here, it says, they're talking about this breach. It says the breach could disrupt key energy infrastructure sites across the globe. I wonder sometimes if this is just them pre-announcing the next crisis that they are going to inflict on us, dialing up the fear. And that's FBI warns hackers have developed tools designed to gain full system access to the sensitive computer systems used to operate energy facilities. Jim Cramer sounds optimistic. Note, amid brutal economic numbers, we may have hit peak inflation. That was April 2022 that this was put up. And he said this in October 13th, 2021. God, is he wrong. So we have, do you think Tesla will hit $4,600 by 2026? Kathy Wood from ARC thinks so. Sorry, I have to plug in these Kathy ARC ones. I just have to. ARC out of their new Tesla price target of $4,600 in 2026, currently $985. We've got nearly 30% of popular baby formula brands sold out in the United States. Out of stock percentages for baby formula rose from 2% to almost 30%, which means more store shelves are bare. And I think that's going to be far more prevalent here coming up. I think we're going to get a whole bunch of different shortages in a whole bunch of different things. So the way that I look at it, the things that have sunk energy and sunk minerals put together are where all the value is going to be. And to think about those things today, to buy it and hold on to it, anything that's valuable, you may want to shift some of your thinking. Like I might buy a new heater here, a furnace, just because I don't think furnaces will be available later. Mine's getting pretty old. It was built in 2000, I think. 99 or 2000 or 98. So it's getting old. It's getting older. And I just don't, I mean, if it can be a lot more efficient too, even with the same 80%, variable speeds and all this other stuff, I might save on natural gas usage as well. So I'm thinking about all sorts of stuff. And I think right now we're going to see a lot more shortages going forward. So to sum it up, natural gas going higher, uranium's going higher. Those are the ones that I think. If you guys are interested, join the website, Platinum membership. See what I have In my portfolio, you can see what I think are the best companies at this time. You can see the videos of the question and answer sessions. Everyone asks a whole bunch of different questions. And that's what I've got for today. Thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.